Sure. We're going to give North Florida a lot of credit. Their coaching staff and their kids. Starts with them. And the other thing, they played, I looked at their weekly calendar, right? They had a game on Monday. They flew out Tuesday. Played Gonzaga Wednesday, flew back Thursday, right? Well, they practiced last night here, shot around this morning. So they've been going at it. And for them to come in here and play like they did for 40 minutes, that's a testament to their coaching staff and their players. And I told our players, let me tell you right now, this isn't anything against North Florida. Our players, yeah, we've had a lot of success here, right? North Florida doesn't have a locker room, a film room, or a player lounge or a practice facility like we do. They don't play in an arena like we do. They don't charter like we do. They don't get Alston money like we do. They don't get the cost of attendance that we do. So, and I could go on and on and on and on. All right? So, it's disappointing on where we're at right now, and the only way that we can fix it is to continue to practice and to make each other better and coach these guys up. But, you know, we have enough talent in that room to win. All right? Sammy's out, Kate's out, but we got a freshman leading us in scoring. We got some fifth-year guys. We got a couple guys, a couple transfers that came in. Well, they've had a lot of experience. Well, it's not translating over. And we got some guys that have been in this program that now they got to play a bigger role, and it's not working out. And when you go into the real world or you go play on a pro team, right, there is going to be pressure. Well, some guys, maybe you talk about confidence. Well, are you going to tell your head coach when you're playing a pro team, I lost my confidence, or this is too much pressure going on right now? You're going to be back on a plane, and you're going to lose your job playing professionally. You know what? You know how you embrace confidence and pressure? You watch more film. You lift more. You get extra workouts in. You shoot more free throws, right? You dive into the process and do more. And that's our problem right now. You know, and we've been very fortunate that our program has had a lot of success. I told them I had a wonderful time coaching last year's group. I had a lot of respect for last year's group because the guys that played were relentless workers. And, you know, they controlled the locker room. Right now, that locker room, we got the only tough conversations that are held are by me and my players and them hearing the truth from me. So until that locker room starts to develop and we get some leadership and we become more player-led, you know, this is what's going to happen. We didn't deserve to win today. You know, that last we went to, you know, it was great that Emma finished on the up screen, and then we brought her around, you know, 2 small screens, and she finished, and then we went high-low, and we hit a 3. But then you're up 6, close out the game, and we didn't. You know, look at her. Freshman had a special night. She had a special first half, and then she makes the first 2 shots of the second half. Okay? Well, go down the stat lines. Go down the stat lines. She goes 10 for 15 as a freshman in our program for the first time, right? Take a look at what everybody else shot and their experience. It's unacceptable. So, you know, the biggest thing about sports now, you know, you got to, the great ones, they really take great accountability. Great accountability, and we need more individual accountability from our guys. And we got to coach better and demand, you know, but there's only so much that we can do in today's age of coaching too. So some guys are going to have to want it to be coached too, because we're limited in the amount of time that what we can do and what we can't do. So I know that was a big rant. Questions?
So in your opinion, this has got to be for things to get turned around, things that have got to be player led.
Oh, player led, and we need more guys to step up, not only offensively, right, but defensively. Get down and defend. You know, we've had 42 practices. We never lateral help. We lateral help twice. We gave up a couple free throw blockouts. You know, now we were up 14-15, and there was that 2-minute span where we gave North Florida, you know, life, where we did a great job. Way back you down, stay with your man, don't help, right? But
how do you just get more out of some of these guys, out of some of the, you know, fifth years? I mean, Maria goes 0 for 4. You know, Danny's probably still kind of battling through her injury.
Yeah.
Don't have Sam. Just how do you get more from them?
just continue to coach them and continue to demand and prepare and hopefully try and put them in great situations. But I know what's coming. I know how to play us, you know? So it's unfortunately that our go-to guy is a freshman with the amount of veterans that we've had on this team. Now, we've had some very good freshmen play here, you know. Courtney Williams didn't start till mid-over sophomore year, but she had 2 draft picks in front of her, Andrea Smith and Inga Orkova. You know, Laura Ferreira started every game as a freshman. Kit Yalaxa started every game as a freshman. But on those teams, you had a supporting cast, other guys that did a great job. I mean, right now, that ain't happening. It's not, you know. And it's not because I really do think there's enough talent in that room for us to win. But it's got to translate over to 2 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you know. Because I thought we had a really good practice yesterday. We did after the, you know, Alabama deal. So our effort in practice is good. You know, we make shots in practice. We buckle down and defend our male scrimmage guys, and then we come out here and, I don't know, maybe we might just have to shut down the arena. Still report our attendance. But I don't know. I'm trying to find answers. And I'll continue to try and find answers. But, yeah, this isn't us. And I got to find a way to fix it.
Were you surprised on that last sequence, North Florida not fouling down after they scored?
Yeah, because it was only a 4-second differential. So at that point was going to just put it in someone's hands, and then hopefully they foul. And then when we got the offensive rebound. But again, there's 85 possessions in the game both ways. Everybody magnifies the last 2 minutes in a close ball game, but you do things differently throughout possession 10, 25, 42, and it doesn't come down to that at the end. But again, give them a lot of credit. I thought they were very, very well coached. She runs really good stuff for her personnel, and I thought their kids really played hard, played a lot harder than us, and that's something that should never happen.
What stuck out to you most about that third quarter stretch, the 2 minutes where UNF went on their run?
How bad we were defensively. You know, we lateral helped twice. They hit a couple threes. We had 2 guys guarding one guy with the ball in transition. Come on, man. Seriously? But it was that stretch, and it was bad. Again, but Blasigh hits the first 2 shots of that third quarter. All right, well, we didn't score for how many straight possessions? We had to take a couple timeouts. We had the media timeout. It's bad.
Do you think they just flipped the switch, North Florida defensively, or was it okay?
No, they didn't do anything different. You know, I thought they did a much better job taking Vicky out of stuff, right? Well, I would too. Shit. After she hit 25 in the first half, right? Double her off on ball screens, go no catch, take her out of stuff, but we need other people to make shots. We missed layups inside. Right? When their big kid number 40 was out, they had a 5'11", 6-foot guy guarding our post guys. We missed easy layups. We got to finish those.
Is Kate close to coming back?
No, Kate's out for the year.
Have you felt this way before, like your past years coaching? It kind of feels like something is missing, maybe?
Not in a very, very long time. You know, we had a year about 5 years ago where we had a lot of injuries. I believe all 5 starter. I mean, we went up to Ohio State, beat Ohio State, and we lost it. Almost that whole starting 5 didn't play 1 second in the conference tournament. The difference was that when we lost all those guys, then we controlled tempo. We still won 19, 20 games that year, you know. But no, yeah, have I felt like this in a long time? Have we had the issues that are going on in the locker room in a long time right now? No. Very, very long time. Not in the 10 years of the American.
Do you think
So.
the injuries could be possible?
No.
No?
We've had 3, 4 guys out before, and we've overcome that. Good question.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
Appreciate it. Thanks, again.
Vittoria, Blasigh, and Johansson.
This is the second game in a row for you that you've played pretty much every minute of the game and haven't come out. Just how have you felt about playing those kind of minutes?
I'm feeling every game better. I think the team today really found me on the court, and I'm so grateful of this. I have to say thank you, but for me, we have too much up and down in the game. There are moments where we play really, really good, but moments where we play really, really bad. And how the coach say, we miss a lot of layups that we shouldn't, but I'm pretty sure we are gonna come back more strong and keep working.
Emma, for this team, are you surprised based off how last year went? Are you surprised to see what's going on right now?
No, I'm not surprised. I know, like, we lost 2 really good top leading scorer in our team. I just feel like we haven't really figured out like who is gonna step up. I know, like, a lot of people need to step up, including myself. But yeah, we just need to work harder. I feel like we have a good environment in the team. It's just the matter of fact, like, when we gonna play better again.
How much is, do you feel like it could be youth? Having a lot of freshmen and sophomores on this team. Do you think it could be, maybe just not having the right chemistry? Like, is it a multitude of things? What can you link kind of this stretch of play to for either of you?
I mean, I know, like, we have a lot of new people, a lot of transfer and freshmen, but we had some good practices. Like, as coach said, we had a really good practice last night, so it's not an excuse how we played today. But yeah, we just need to finish under the rim. I feel like our post player, me also, like, we didn't finish. They didn't have any big player. I feel like Vicky saved us tonight with her shot. Otherwise, I feel like we treat this as a loss.
Coach mentioned how basically getting back to where you guys were last year, it'll come down to the team being more player-led. Can you expand more on what can maybe lead to that point, the locker room being more player-led?
I mean, I feel like in this team now, like, we don't have one leader. I think we can see, like, potential 3-4 leaders that can lead both outside and inside the court. I know Sammy is a really good leader. It's hard for her when she's not, like, of course, on the court. Yeah, I feel like people need to step up. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I think like Sammy is a good leader, but now she's not playing. Ariel, she's always tried to like push us, especially on the court. And I think Maria as well.
You guys have 3 really tough games coming up in 3 days. Next week, just how are you guys feeling about, you know, playing that type of competition in the Virgin Islands next week?
We know that we are now coming like from a good moments, but I think we have to like keep working and start by tomorrow, and nothing keep like being better every day.
I feel like it all starts in the locker room, in the practice. If we practice really hard and the locker room is good, we're gonna see change in the game, and that's it.
Outside of like practices, locker rooms, and games, what motivates both of you guys to, you know, give your all on the court every game?
I feel like play for each other. Like, also, we know that we have a 5th year, like people that's not going to be here for the next year, and I want to play for them. I want to play for like my teammates, because this team is like unique. It's not going to be the team next year. So we need to figure out something that is going to work.
Any other questions? All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Thank you.